was the one who brought it up, I get to be the first one who talks. That's how you know you've rolled a dice somewhere, I guess.
Exactly.
So we're doing a podcast. It's called We Swear We Had a Point. I had to
Yeah.
remember what we called it for a second. Um, and on my little notes it says cold open, and that's exactly what this feels like. But
We
we
didn't plan this
decided
at all. Yeah.
we did well, we kind of did. We kind of did.
Did
I
a little
threw
bit.
out
Yeah.
as a joke, as I often do, we should do a podcast, and then you kept talking about said joke, and the joke has now become a thing, and we're doing a podcast.
Here we are. Exactly. Exactly.
It's
So
kind of like when you come up with a problem, like in either life or work, but you don't have a solution. You should usually stay quiet in that situation. That's my life advice, because if you don't, you're about to become the problem solver.
true, but look at all the good fun that we get to have by
Yes.
doing this.
So
So
it's a solid idea. I think it's one of our better
exactly.
ones. It's one
Yeah.
of our
Yeah.
safer ideas, I guess.
Yes. Exactly. Exactly.
So, um, we're starting the podcast on Galentine's Day,
Yes.
February 13th, also Friday the 13th, which is very exciting for my little Halloween heart.
Yes.
Um, but as we approached Galentine's Day and we kept joking about this idea, we thought, why not? Why not start a podcast about friendship on Galentine's Day? It seemed like the stars aligned. So,
Seemed appropriate. Yes. Yes.
celebrating
I will
female
say.
friendship and friendship everywhere on Friday, February 13th, seemed like a perfect time. So I guess we can introduce ourselves.
Mm.
My name is Casey. It is probably not spelled the way that you want it to be, but that's tough cookies. And I am based out of Orlando, Florida. So I am the East Coast representative of this friendship. And professionally, I am basically in content is probably the content and creative is probably the best, quickest way to sum it up. But writer, editor, content creator, all those good things, and mostly for tech brands, but a little bit of everywhere throughout my storied career. And personally, we have two dogs, two German short hair pointers here with us in Orlando, Florida, keeping us on our toes. They're outside right now with my husband Sean, so that we don't have any disruptions or flying creatures behind me. So Kenobi is almost 8, and Mattingly is well, she just turned 4, actually. And on the recording of this podcast, since we're recording it a little bit early, is Sean's birthday and
Yay.
our ninth engagement anniversary. Wow.
Yay.
Uh, yeah, so all the fun things happen in February.
Yeah.
Unless you're my hair, then that fun thing happens in March, but
Yeah.
that's a different story. And now I will throw it over to my best friend on the other
Yes.
coast.
Yes. Represent the West Coast over here. So I'm Amber. Let's see. I actually moved here from the Midwest. I was living in Ohio for many years, which is actually originally how I met Casey through a job that I had in Ohio in the photography industry. And I moved out here, and life has just kind of been a whirlwind ever since. And honestly, it's kind of crazy because probably since I moved out here, we actually talk more and more as the years have gone on,
100%. Yeah.
and became even closer. It was like the larger the distance,
Distant,
the better the
distant
friendship.
geographically further, but
Yes,
everything else closer.
exactly, exactly. And yeah, so out here, from like a professional standpoint, so I do communications. I'll give you the kind of the general, but as far as like my how I kind of see myself and how I operate in companies, I'm a bit of a chameleon because I fit in this really interesting intersection of communications, tech, operations, and HR. So I have this really interesting way to weave back and forth. And when I became diagnosed with ADHD, which Casey and I will probably talk about eventually, if not pretty regularly, I realized why that all worked for me. It's because just how my brain is wired. So I've been doing that for over 10 years. and that's also something that Casey and I have in common as best friends is we both kind of see content and communication in a very similar vein. We just have different audiences. And that's also what has, I think, really made our friendship even more special outside of the fact that we enjoy each other's company, personally, but like we also get to talk about professional business and all of those kind of things.
Hmm.
So I also have my consulting business where I coach leaders on how to be more effective communicators, which feel like we could always use a little bit more of. So yes, so
Yes.
that is kind of my passion, my love space. And then personally, my I've been married to my partner here for gosh, has it been 9 years? We got married in 2017, so 9 years, coming up on
Hmm.
9 years. And we also have a dog who is actually sitting down below here,
Who
and
can be
that's
trusted enough?
JoJo. Yes, she can be trusted enough, unless a UPS truck goes by and it's just, all hell breaks loose. Um, but yeah, so she's 9. Her name's JoJo, and she is a caisson. Um, and yeah, and then outside of that, I have 2 lovely kids. One is 6, almost to be 7, and then I also have, I don't know, 2-year old. And it's just chaos all the time.
It's wild that he's almost 7. Yeah.
I
It's,
know because
I mean,
it
it's
seems
also
like the
wild that the youngest is almost 2, but it's really wild to me that there's a 7-year-old involved.
yeah, I still can't believe I have one child, let alone 2.
Yeah.
So my brain is still like not caught up to that. Where I still can't believe I'm married. So that also is in the docket of things that I can't believe are actually happening in my life. So um, you know, but yeah, that's a little bit about
So we have
me.
very busy
So
lives on both sides
yeah,
of the nation. But we've always been very good about making time for each other,
yep,
despite kind of what is going on in our day-to-day lives and professional lives and all that kind of craziness that comes along with just being elder millennials
indeed,
in 2026 here in America. Although we met many years ago. I don't know.
many.
Do we remember the
I
year?
I mean,
We met a little before your adventure to Orlando, I think, right?
yeah,
We
it's
met
been more than
online.
15. Yeah, it's been more than 15 years ago
Yeah, because Facebook just
because
told us.
yes, yes. But I feel like yeah, we met for that because I remember we met at like WPPI. I think
Yeah.
it was
Hmm.
that
Hmm.
that year. And then I think it was maybe that winter was when I came to celebrate my
Hmm.
birthday. So it was
So
my
we had a
25th.
we had a mutual friend, I guess we'll
Yes.
say, that had kind of both who had looked at me at one point and looked at you at one point and said, you two should know each other because
Yes.
you're identical. And they were not wrong about that. So that's a very nice thing they did to in
Yes.
the world.
Yes.
And then a few months later, I think you messaged me and said I'm coming to Orlando for my birthday, or we concocted a plan for you to come to Orlando. I can't even remember
Yeah,
like
I'm not
how
even
that
sure.
happened.
Yeah. But it was pretty
But
much
you
like,
came to Orlando with your
yep.
sister. You have a younger sister, I have a younger sister. And you stayed at my house. And I think it blew people away that like we had not physically met prior to you coming to stay in my
Yes.
parents' house with us and sleep like on the floor. It's like,
Yes.
and we went to Disney and we did all these like, very Orlando y things.
A
'Cause I think
hundred
that was that
percent.
your
Yes.
like first sort of trip here?
That was, yes. So
'Cause that was your first time at Disney. I know that, right?
yes, that was my
Yeah.
first time with Disney and also my sister's first time at Disney.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
it was like
It was
this little
magical.
sister's, oh my gosh, it was like this sister's vacation that just turned into
Yes.
like you and Stephanie and me and Anne. It was just like immediately we were all like, were we all separated? Like we just felt
Yeah.
like everyone just clicked.
It was a little eerie, but it made total
Yes.
sense. And it was not weird at all. It was 0%
No.
weird. I think you were here for about a week, right? And like,
That, yeah, it was like a couple of
it was,
days because we, yeah. because we
There
did,
was just a night, like every night we were laughing and in tears, and like
yeah,
my parents were joining us. Like, okay,
yeah,
this is we now have 4 kids,
yep, yep,
and yeah, it was just such a good time, and like pretty much never stopped talking since.
yeah,
We've gone many years without seeing each other, just from
yes,
distance
yes,
perspectives.
yeah. Because
But
I think
and
the last,
pandemics
well,
and all that trash.
yeah, I was going to say all of that funness, but there, I mean, yeah, because I was trying to remember the last time I saw you, and I think it was when, like, us
August
being physically,
2019.
yes, which seems
I know
crazy because
exactly.
it was like before that we went on this weird like
Yeah,
hiatus
two
of,
2 years.
yes, it was like for
Yeah.
two, we saw each other like how many times in a row because we went down where you shaved your
This
head and
well, it
we
was
saw you
like
for your birthday.
your wedding, my
Yes,
wedding slash head shaving, um, which is a big tangent for
yes.
later on. Um, then did you come here and then I went? Yeah, because you came here for December
No,
and you
wait,
were.
before that because it was after your head shaving we went and
Oh,
met in
yeah, yeah,
Vegas.
yeah, and Vegas, yeah. So it
Yes,
was like five. Yeah, it was like 5 times within like
a very
a two
short period of
year,
time.
yeah, 2 year
Yeah,
period. So
and we
and
were
then we
like,
got
this
pandemic.
this is the most we've seen each other in 10 years.
Yes. Yeah, it was crazy. It was like turning around every time you were there, which is
Yep,
not a thing I'm used to usually,
yes,
physically anyway.
yep,
And we've always just talked. We've always been kind of on social and different channels, and now
yep.
Marco Polo. We're not sponsored, but we probably should be,
We see it.
um, because we've been using them probably for 2 years, 3 years.
Oh, longer than
Oh,
that
it's
because
longer than that. Yeah.
I started using it before. I think it was when I was pregnant with Charles. So
Hmm.
it had to have been 7 years ago that my sister and I started using it, and then I
Yeah.
got you on board to start
Yeah.
using it, and that's kind of, I think we've been using it ever since. And we've
Yeah.
gotten so good at listening to each other's polos. I can listen to you in about double 2.5 speed.
There
So
are moments where I also listen to like almost all my audio almost on double speed,
yep,
like audiobooks and things like that. But there will be times where I'm listening to your polos. I'm like, why does she sound so weird? And I'm like,
yeah.
oh, it's it's because you're not at double speed. I'm so used to hearing that. Yeah, you're talking really slow here.
I know, right? I'm like, speed it up. Like, no, but it's a
Another
serious
fun part
thing.
of ADHD is when you
Exactly.
realize that even like the audio and how you speed things up is part of it. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, so that's been a big part of our just staying connected is the tools that we use, and I am very much someone who I can see the pros and cons of tech, but as someone who has many friends all around the country, the world, same as you have family in,
Yeah.
different states and different parts of the country and world. That's how I've stayed connected with so many people
Yeah.
that I probably would one have never met otherwise, but then two would never have been able to stay connected to without some of these technologies. So um,
100%.
it's all about boundaries for me on the tech side and kind of
Mm-hmm.
compartmentalizing those things. But like I was reading an article the other night where someone was trying to stop using their phone entirely, which like more power to you. But
Right.
for me, I also just we also both follow is it Amanda Smiled takes do I have that right? I don't know if I have her
Yes.
handle.
Yeah.
But and she had said like her phone is like her second brain. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, that's it for me. Like everything goes into the notes or everything goes into the calendar. If it's not there,
Yep.
it doesn't exist.
Yep.
Um, I can read there, I connect with people there, like it's all, But then when I'm done with it, or I know I've gotten too far into a black hole, we go away.
Yep.
Away.
Well, and there
So
are so many times where I have to actually question myself. Like, I know I told Casey about this, but I'm not sure if I told my husband about this. So I'm like, did I tell him already? So I actually sometimes will say, did I tell you? Because
uh-huh.
I always tell you these things. And I can at least go back and like look, like, did I actually tell
And you
her
just
this?
don't, yeah, I run into that
Yeah.
a lot. Yeah. Or I hear from
Yep.
him, you've already told me that. And I go, yeah.
Yeah.
I knew I told someone. I just wasn't sure who I.
Like,
Now I have to go send Amber a polo. So as we talked about, we this kind of started as a joke, but now we're doing it. It's a thing.
yep,
Who knows if this? Who knows? This is a journey. We'll see how it goes. But
exactly.
for now, we're going to be doing weekly episodes that will drop every Friday Eve, so Thursday, if you're following the
Yep,
calendar.
yep,
And we're going to do our best to stick to like 20, 30-minute episodes,
yep.
have just different topics, whatever. Tangents, I am sure will be involved, kind of like they've been here. And we've also got some like fun little series of segments and things that we can add in.
Yeah.
Like I do a thing in my scrolling that I call Hope Threads. We're both really on threads right now. So, but I'm not really doom scrolling as much as I am searching for little pieces of hope. And
Mhm.
then I add them to my screenshot pile, my emotional support screenshots, or I send them to my friends. And I call them hope threads. So we might pull some of that in there. We've got some
Yep.
other fun ideas and things that we're going to talk about. So that is our plan.
Yes.
We already have everything on the calendar, so we're committed.
Yeah.
We're
At least for
scheduled.
six. At
We
least for
we
six.
re
We'll try it
yes,
for
yeah,
six.
we
And
researched.
yeah.
But you know what? As ADHDers, these are some big milestones. We should get some awards on that. So yes, so we're all good on that.
Yep.
Um, and I don't know how like, we should have like a time clock. I don't know if where we are at minute wise now, but whatever. Um,
Yeah.
I think so for this being our first episode and our Galentine's Day
Yeah.
episode.
Yes. Our
One of the things that
inaugural,
yes, our
our
inaugural
kickoff inaugural. Yes.
our yeah, just getting started, rolling it out.
Yes.
We're going to talk about what Galentine's Day means to both of us, and share some favorite memories or traditions related to our friendship or female friendships.
Yes.
Um, and then I think we also were going to share some of our favorite cross country gifts that we've given each other because we're also
Yes.
pretty good about gift giving. Some very random things. So for those who don't know, I think most people know, but Galentine's Day was actually started in Parks and Rec, which we are both huge fans of.
Yep.
And Leslie Knope, who is very good about celebrating all the people in her life, but in particular the women in her life, brings all the women that she knows together for Galentine's Day on February 13th before Valentine's Day, obviously.
Yep.
And this has kind of just taken off, and now people celebrate it every year.
Yep.
Similar to Treat Yourself Day,
Mm-hmm.
which the actual date on that one is now escaping me, but I think I want to say it's March or something. We'll Google it. It'll be
Yeah.
fine. But yeah, there's a lot of little things that come from that show, but Valentine's Day is probably one of the bigger ones that has
Yeah.
stuck around. So for me, it's similar. It's celebrating the women in your life, which I think we're all I mean, we're pretty good at doing.
Mm-hmm.
But could always use, a little bit more to celebrate the women in your life. And it's really more about the friendships, I think, too, because you have Mother's Day and birthdays and
Yep.
I don't know, other days. For me, it's every day I'm celebrated in my household. It's so nice.
Right.
But Kenobi brings me sticks every day. There's a whole bouquet right here. It's
Yes.
wonderful. But yeah, so Valentine's Day is really just about recognizing those friendships that kind of keep you going. And I think even the ones that I think it's important to recognize the ones that you kind of consistently have, like you and I talk almost every day. I
Yes.
would say every day. But
Yes.
I have friendships that I don't talk to every day, but you just pick up right back where you left
Mm-hmm.
off with. And I love that too. That's our
Yep.
music as well. So that to me is kind of what this day is about, is just recognizing those friendships and that yes, relationships in general are important, but friendships are friendships, waffles, and work.
Yeah. I will second the waffles.
Yeah.
And yes, everything you say, I echo that 100% for. the women friendships. And I think also piece that I love about Galentine's Day is this ability to recognize how strong like the women in your life are, um, and also like you start to pick up on themes. So it's like you have people that, and I did this for my wedding, where it was like I should sit these two people next to each other because of XYZ. It's like, well, they're both small business owners, or they both, have a bunch of kids, and those kind of things. So it was like thinking of how people can like also help other women network and just feel connected. But yeah, I love kind of celebrating the fact that women friendships are just they're unique and they're different because um you just don't it's very different. You don't get that with a family member like your sister or your partner or anything like that. It's very different. And I feel like there's
Hmm.
a different level of like the things I tell you versus the things I tell, other people. It's just unique.
I think it's
So
like that you don't have to like mask as much. I'm a little weird
yeah,
on using the word mask because there are parts of me that feel like it's almost overused, but
yeah,
I do also see like it's like I can, especially like you and I, like I can just show up
yep,
uh in the worst of ways and there's no judgment, which I
yep,
love.
yep,
And that's very rare and unique, um in particular for women because we can be judgy. We're yeah,
yeah,
you
agreed.
know, we
But
all we know.
I think that's what Leslie Knope's character really taught us is,
Hmm.
the beauty in the raw and the ugly and but yet the beautiful. It's just
Yeah,
that whole just juxtaposition of it all. So,
yeah,
and just her relationship with Anne, there was just,
I know. So good, so perfect.
speaking of gifts, you actually got me many years ago. Hold on, let me just roll up. So speaking of gifts, so this is one of the things that you got me. I think it was last year. It was a Parks and Rec. You
Yeah,
Are a Perfect Sunflower, and these little books are so great. This is not the first one you've got for me,
no,
but this was
but
when
it's
I
the
was.
best one.
It really is, and and when I have really like crummy days, there are days I just pull this thing out, and it's sitting in my desk, but I was like, I want to put it back in my thing today because I was like, I knew we were doing this. Um, but these things are so great because it just
I love
reminds
them.
you like how unique our friendship is and how special it is. And I think it's Jane Fonda actually talks about women relationships and women friendships and how it's just, you have to have them.
Hmm.
And it's something that keeps you going in
Yep,
life. So that's one of the things I'm forever grateful about ours is just,
agreed.
yeah.
And speaking of gifts, and we didn't plan this, by the way,
Yeah.
but we do have a lot of gifts around. I have quite a few actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I have it's not gonna, it's there we go.
Yes.
It's a Leslie Knope little
Mm-hmm.
You Spectacular Cloud of Brilliance.
Yes.
And also my one of my absolute favorites. Uh,
Oh my God.
my
I still remember getting that so many years
this is
for you.
this is out year round. I don't have an explanation for people that ask about it other than it's amazing and my best friend got it for me and I'll be explaining that no further.
I feel like the poo thing came from when the was it like the poopocalypse thing
It might have
happened
been, yeah, which is an
Cisco.
amazing story. Yeah.
Yes.
Hmm.
And I think at some point, because we love algorithms, I think it set up
Hmm.
this beautiful
Oh,
artist
just
who
like
made these
lifted.
tiny
Hmm.
ceramic poos. Yeah. And they're just so
Uh,
beautiful. And I was like, I need to buy
I think
Casey
they
one of
come in
these.
three sizes, and this is the medium.
Yes.
And then the toilet came later,
Yes.
because obviously
I
I
mean,
mean,
yeah, you
what's a
can't have
poo
one
without the
with
toilet?
exactly,
So
exactly.
we have other like I got
Well,
you a turkey vase, see,
I
for
mean, it literally sits
Thanksgiving,
on my desk.
a year-round turkey vase.
So beautiful.
I mean, when you see things on the internet and you go, that clearly has my best friend's favorite novel. I got one for myself too, because one for me, one for you.
Exactly, exactly. Hey, when things bring you joy, You
Yes.
just have to go with it.
Yes. Which I
So,
think is a
and that's
very
why it's just
important
on my
part
desk.
of Galentine's Day
A
is
hundred percent.
finding joy. We
Yes.
love joy. We loved it even before it was
So much joy.
we loved it even before it was trendy to love joy. Very skilled in loving joy. Um, I've lost my place in the notes. Oh no. Okay, so we did that check. So yeah, I think like I mean you basically said it perfectly, is that just celebrating women and our friendships and our unique styles and all that good stuff that comes along with it. Gift or no gift. The gift
A
is
hundred
being
percent.
friends.
Oh yeah. Well, and that's the thing, like knowing that at any point, at any part of the day, I can message you whatever it is. And there are even
Mhm.
days where you'll like message me and be like, how are things going? And like, you know, something in the universe is off, right? You just know something's wrong.
Mhm.
And those are the days where it's like, I show up in my absolute worst and it's just, that's what you get that day.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, it's special like that.
It is. It is. It's very, and again, the cross country part of it is still a bit bewildering to me, but um yeah, there have definitely been moments where I'm like, something feels off. Or you'll tell me something and I was like, I knew it. I knew something was weird was happening.
Yep. Yep.
And so yeah, we are I'm a huge fan of the we are all Stardust kind of thought process, and we all are connected sort of thing. So yeah, even 3,000 miles is no match for us. So take that
Indeed.
distance.
Indeed. And also, just for time's sake, Zoom did alert me that we only have
Oh,
less than 10 minutes left of this
oof.
meeting.
So
So,
we have to close it down now because
something,
we're about to get yelled at by the internet.
something. But before we get yelled at by the internet, I know that it's Valentine's Day and we're talking about these things, but I just have to call out the fact that what has been primarily on our minds the last few days has been Bad Bunny's show with the grass. I have never
Yeah.
felt so much joy than the grass and the people of the grass. Like that, it just, I just have to say it. Like that has,
I I am unfortunately too short to be the grass. I did not realize how much this was going to impact me, but
yeah,
it's been a hard 8 hours since I learned this information. Luckily, that performance and that show and just everything that's come out of it has given me much more joy, and
indeed.
I'm happy. I'm so happy for those that are 5'11" and taller,
Right?
but under 6 feet, for being the optimal height in life. You
Exactly.
can not only reach things from tall shelves and, high places, but you get to be the
Yep.
grass at the Super Bowl halftime show.
I keep telling myself maybe next year I'll be a shrubbery. Like there's still a chance. Like
Still a chance. You know what? There's no height limits on Halloween. So that's all I have
that's
to say
true.
about that.
That
I've
is
got
true.
eight
That is
months
true.
to figure it out. I think I just need to go to like, TJ Maxx and get a bunch of I have one in the
100%.
bathroom, so I'm already I think I've got like
Yeah.
at least an arm piece that I could make something happen.
I will cheer you as always from afar. I
Thank
cannot
you.
wait.
Thank you. With that being said, I think we did
Yeah.
a pretty good job for our first episode,
I
even if we
mean, yeah.
run a little long. Next time I'll have to start a clock to yell at me, but whatever. I have zero time. There's no time things. There should be like four or five of them. There's no time things in front of
No
me.
time thing. Well, but
So
think about it. How many times do we send each other a polo? They're 20 minutes long. We
yeah,
listen to
you
them
know
at
what,
twice
folks? If you
double
wanted to
speed.
go faster, listen to it at double the speed. That's the theme of this
Exactly.
one.
Exactly. Exactly.
On
Well,
that
this has
note,
been,
we're doing
yeah,
a podcast.
we're doing a podcast and we're kicking it off on Galentine's Day. And it's like no more
Yeah,
perfect time. It's just, yeah.
we're
So
just doing it.
we're doing it and we're doing it together. Like,
Yes.
yeah, cross country. Like we're making time for this. So it's awesome.
I thought you said craft country at first, and then I was like, oh my God, we're gonna do crafts next. And
No,
oh
because then we'll just abandon those. Because just so
yeah,
you know, I still have the painting bag that you sent me
yeah.
years ago when you were into watercolor. We're still waiting to
Well,
get together to do.
I have so many things of watercolors here. I could start a small shop. It's probably that's
You-
not ever going to happen. I should donate them
Maybe.
to an art program somewhere, honestly.
Well, wouldn't it be funny if we had a whole episode where we actually tried to watercolor paint each other, and then at the end of our episode
Oh
we just showed
man,
pictures? That
that would,
at least we
it,
time commitment, right? It's like this
that's
is all
true.
you get.
That's true.
This is what you have to. I mean, I really feel like we
Listen,
should write that down.
if we should write everything down, but if that's what the people want, that's, I
Yeah.
guess, what we'll give them.
Oh, well,
Alrighty. Well, we've done it. So now you just get to go about your day.
exactly. So, and again, like we had a point. We just
Yeah.
wanted to let everyone know that we have this thing, and
And happy
it's
Galentine's
gonna.
Day. And we did it.
Yes, exactly. So we're here. We've conquered.
My
Now we just
medicine's
have to
working
complete our
today.
day. Yes, exactly. Props to the ADHD medication.
Yeah.
Yay. All right. Well, we're signing off. We have to eventually like
Yes.
decide how we sign
This is
off. Like
like,
this is
no, I love you more. No, I love you more.
exactly. It's like, well, this is Casey and Amber, CFS Cross Country signing off. That's it.
There you go.
Okay. Peace. And that's where we cut.